What is going on, everyone? MikeO back with another grading submission reveal video. Got another order coming in from CGC. This one went out in June, early June, and it is back here in the beginning of the second half of July. So not too bad on the turnaround time for this one. The previous one that I just revealed a few days ago actually went out in early May, so that one took quite a bit longer. This one is a 37 card order. Small stack of cards that were unfortunately rejected due to them being very oddball and slash a little too large for their holders. Now, they did just announce that they're doing bigger holders now. That is going to go live here coming up at the National. So you'll be able to get 5x7s and 6x9 cards graded and slabbed by CGC. So it's about time. Definitely happy to hear that. Of course, they also recently announced they'll be authenticating autographs. I think they have some work to do with that because right now you got to pay for the grading. Even if you just want the card authenticated, you're paying for that service fee and then the autograph authentication fee. So right now, I mean, you could probably, when there's sales, get the things done by either Beckett or even PSA at a similar or potentially cheaper price. Anyway, let's get in this order. Stacked to the left is for my buddy Mike, who is Eastern Connecticut Sports Cards. He's a longtime member of the YouTube community. Did take a little bit of time off, but he's been back for the last a year and a half or so. So make sure you check out his channel. Cards to the right are mine. His stuff is all Derek Jeter's, mine basically all Philly stuff. So we'll get into the Jeter stuff. Let's take a look. I mean, the CGC slabs are really slick. Crystal clear plastic, nice rounded edges. Very similar feel to a PSA slab, just maybe a little tad bit sturdier feeling, but really nice. So here's a 2020 Stadium Club Chrome Derek Jeter, which received a Gem Mint 10, so a nice Gem 10 Jeter to kick it off. Going to have some older Jeters as well, which are, of course, going to be a little bit tougher. This is a 1997 Zenith Jeter in an 8. Got a Jeter from 1998, Bowman's Best. That one receiving a Gem Mint 10. I love these classic Donruss looks. 2002 Donruss Originals. 82 Donruss, Derek Jeter, Gem Mint 10. I dig the retro sets that have been put out through the years. Super fun to see the modern players in the old school designs. This is a nice card. Nice shine on this. 2005 Donruss Elite, passing the torch, Derek Jeter, received an 8.5, near mint plus. Old school Upper Deck Collector's Choice, mint 9 on the Jeter. Rookie class. Man, missing all these old designs. I do miss the days of having multiple companies producing cards. That way you got a nice selection of just different stuff. And even different players sometimes made different products. So this is a 1999 Fleer Showcase. Flair Showcase Power 8.5. There's so much variety. Is a 2008 Upper Deck X Exponential 4, Derek Jeter, mint 9. Mint 9, 2000 Topps Finest, Derek Jeter. Man, Topps Finest. Been around for so long. Pre-orders recently went up for the upcoming set. The upcoming set, it looks okay, but very pricey. Like a lot of products now, hard to justify breaking it at this point. Here's a 2003 Fleer Avant Jeter and a mint 9. 2021 Topps Chrome, Topps Allen and Ginter Chrome. That's the mini Derek Jeter refractor, mint 9. So nice mint 9 Jeter. I love this set. This is a cool little set here in the 1990 Hall of Fame official stickers. It's Mickey Mantle on a mint 9. It's a pretty solid grade. Mint 9, a lot of times these stickers are quite a bit off center. Here's a near mint 8 on the Bobby Thompson from the same set. I'm a huge fan of 2002 Bowman's Best. Just a great looking set. Incredible shine. Just really nice. And then the color refractors are pretty cool too. It's a gem mint 10 as well. So if you're a player collector or a team collector and you haven't picked up any 2002 Bowman's Best, check out that set. Not unaffordable at all and super cool. It's a 2003 Topps Gallery Derek Jeter Gem 10. Another Flair Showcase. This is from 1998. It's a row 3. Nice image there. 8.5. 2020 Topps Update. Derek Jeter. It's a variation. Press conference. Gem mint 10. Beam Team from 2018 Stadium Club, mint 9. 1997 Fleer Ultra Fame Game. That Jeter gets a 9. 1998 SP Authentic. Jeter gets a 7. Little tough. There you have Jeter playing at the Vet. I wonder how many cards Jeter has portraying him at Veteran Stadium. He couldn't have played at the Vet all that often during his career. Interleague play rotated a little more. You didn't get it as much. So I want to say that one's probably from 97. If I had to guess what Philly's sliding there, I would say Mickey Morandini, but I don't conclusively know that. Little tougher grade here. This is a 6 on the 95 Upper Deck Electric Diamond. 2000 Fleer EX mint 9. These EX sets were cool too. And then the final one for Mike is a 2003 Upper Deck MVP Celebration Derek Jeter. That is a 9.5 mint plus serial numbered out of 2000 All-Star Game MVP. So pretty solid order there overall for Mike, in my opinion. A lot of cool cards, a lot of pretty solid grades. I mean, you know, these Derek Jeter cards, especially his playing day ones, his early playing day ones, suddenly they're like 30 years old. It's like crazy. All right, my stuff here to the right. Before I get into a few of the rejects, the Diamond Matchbook, Dick Bartell was not slabbed due to sizing issues. Neither was this one here, Phil Collins. So disappointing. Those will have to go in semi-rigids, or I don't think I have a tall enough top loader. Ineligible type. These are the Sports Illustrated cutouts, which I didn't really anticipate them getting holdered, but just kind of figured I'd take a shot. And then this one, the Terry Harmon 1972 cloth test, it says card has separated. So I'm not sure what happened with that, if something they did or if it was like that, but I guess that'll have to go into a top loader. And this one, this is a old printing plate, which they didn't do, which I kind of am not surprised. I mean, there's no official checklist or documentation, so honestly, not shocked that that didn't get done either. So this is the small stack that did get slabbed. I mean, like half of my stuff didn't, but I was kind of taking a chance with all of it. I usually send them lower cost stuff that I just think will look awesome slabbed, like this Richie Ashburn from 77 to 84 Galasso Glossy Greats. I just think this is a gorgeous looking set, incredible image. I mean, it's probably like a $2, $3 card. So a lot of people would say, why would you spend money to get that slabbed? Well, because I think the slab enhances the look of the card, and I like having stuff like that slabbed for the collection. Mint 9, happy with that. These are very often off-centered and such, so thrilled with that. Happy that this Woody Fryman was encapsulated. This is a 72 Topps cloth test. they just authenticated it, but very, very cool odd item there. This is one, just, like to always enhance the Von Hayes slab collection whenever I can. 1986 top stickers, Von Hayes and Ron Davis. Von Hayes, one of those guys that, one, I was a fan of growing up when I was a kid, like to follow Von Hayes a little bit. And then, hell, when you get a little shout out on Always Sunny in Philadelphia, that makes you collectible forever. Here's a 1983 TCMA 1945 play ball, Rene Montego. So he, I believe, was the first Cuban Phillies player. Didn't play much for them, played one season for the Phils. He was also with the Washington Senators, played parts of 4 seasons. He was an outfielder, kind of a pinch hitter, utility guy, and also a pitcher. His pitching statistics, if you look him up, are pretty rough. I think even here it mentions a 7.49 ERA. So not great on the mound, but I guess he ate up some innings there once in a while. But, this is a card that you're not going to see around too much. Not a valuable card, but definitely a cool addition to the collection. Always like to add some of that oddball Phillies stuff when I can. I probably could have been more patient with this. This one I knew was not in great shape, but it's just such a cool item. It's a 1989 Panini Stickers Veteran Stadium in a 6. Maybe eventually if I find another one it's a little more crispy, I may send it in. But hey, if you're a Phillies fan and you grew up at the Vet, now I'm not someone who goes, I miss the Vet, I miss the Vet. The Vet kind of sucked. It was definitely a dump, but there's great memories there, of course, as well. At its time when it was built, it was seen as a palace, but it did not age well. The playing surface obviously had a lot of issues, which, we don't have to get into all that, but Citizens Bank Park, I'll put it that way, is about 1,000 times nicer than Veterans Stadium, no doubt. But still, like I said, a lot of great memories. The 93 Phillies season and so much more. Of course, 1980. This is awesome. I love this. 1997 Panini Stickers, Benito Santiago in a mint 9. First of all, I just think it's a great looking item. It's a sticker. It does say, it mentions that he signed with Toronto. He was only in Philadelphia for 1 year, but actually had a really solid campaign. Had 30 home runs. He was really the first Philly I remember hitting 30 home runs. Mike Schmidt, of course, did, but I would say the last time Mike Schmidt hit 30 home runs in a year, I want to say it was probably 86, maybe 87, and I was like 5 years old. So where I clearly remembered a guy hitting 30 home runs, it wasn't until Benito Santiago in the mid-90s. Of course, you didn't have as many guys there for a period of time hitting as many home runs, but one solid season. And, of course, Santiago was, a really popular player in the 90s. Here's a 1993 Cola John Kruk. I'm actually very pleased with an 8.5. Black border card, oddball card, not something you would find that often in great shape. So thrilled with that grade. So All-Star Game, very cool. The Cola Collection, John Kruk in an 8.5. We got Sherry McGee, a Gem Mint 10 Sherry McGee, 2010 TriStar Obach. Sherry McGee probably should be in the Hall of Fame. He gets penalized because he had a lot of home runs because they had a short porch in right field. But I think if you break down his statistics, he was pretty much as good on the road as home. You got to remember guys like him played during the dead ball era and such, so you're going to look at the statistics and be like, well, there's, 100 guys in the league now that put up those power numbers, of course. But Sherwood McGee, very, very cool card there. And then the final card in this order is a 2004 Topps Fall Classic Covers, features scorebooks from across different World Series. This one featuring the 1915 World Series. This was put out for the 100th anniversary of the Fall Classic. Program cover 1915, which featured the Boston Red Sox and the Philadelphia Phillies. So that was the Phillies' first appearance in the World Series, where they came up short against the Boston Red Sox and would not reach the World Series again until 1950 in the Whiz Kids. So you can see it did go 5 games. Phillies winning game 1. Grover Cleveland with the victory, and then came up short in game 2, in game 3, in game 4, and game 5. All 1-run losses. Babe Ruth's first World Series as well, though I think he only got like 1 at bat. He was more of a bench player at that point early in his career. So that is it for the CGC order. Just fun stuff from my collection, fun stuff from Mike's collection. You know, I'm a huge SGC fan. That's where I like to send the majority of my stuff. I'll buy PSA stuff, but, you know, I used to be a big-time submitter to PSA, but they, people have been around for a while and used them for a lot. If you can separate yourself from, of course, the money aspect, it became more of a pleasure to work with the other companies, to be perfectly honest. I will still buy PSA cards, and not to say I won't submit with them in the future, but it's now been a couple years at this point. So I like sending some cheap stuff for the collection into CGC. I think it's a great option at a really affordable price, and then, of course, SGC as well. So comment below. Let me know what you think of the submission, any specifics that stood out to you, any favorites of yours. Let me know, and I will talk to you next time. Have a great one.